If you're hearing this right now, it's not by accident. It's because you're still standing, still breathing, still holding on to a dream that refuses to die inside you. And I want to speak straight to your spirit, not the version of you show the world, but the real you, the one who's been pushing in silence, grinding without praise, building without applause. I see you. You've been creating with all your heart, pouring your soul into every pixel, every post, every frame, and wondering, why isn't it working? You've asked yourself, is something wrong with me? Let me tell you loud and clear, you're not broken. The process is building you. Growth isn't always loud. It isn't always visible. Sometimes it's the seed underground, buried in silence, stretching its roots before the world ever sees a leaf. And that's you right now. You're not late. You're just early in the story. This isn't failure. It's formation. It's the fire that makes the steel strong. And if you quit now, you don't just walk away from your dream. You walk away from who you were meant to become. Listen, greatness takes time. If it came fast, it wouldn't last. Fast success is fragile. But the kind of success you're building, that's forged, that's tested, that's earned. Trusting the process means trusting that what you're doing matters, even when the world's not clapping, even when the numbers don't move, even when the silence is deafening. You think the universe forgot you? No, it's watching, it's waiting. It's sharpening your blade in private so you don't snap in public. You are being prepared for something bigger than likes, bigger than followers, bigger than any algorithm can measure. But you've got to stay in the game. You've got to keep showing up even when it feels like you're walking through fog. Because here's the truth. Discipline beats motivation every single time. Motivation is loud, but discipline is quiet, and that's what winners are built on. While others wait for the right time, the perfect energy, the ideal moment, you move, you act, you execute. Because you've decided that showing up matters more than being seen. Some people chase recognition. You chase mastery, and that's why you're dangerous. That's why you're powerful. Because you're not fueled by hype. You're powered by hunger. You don't need the world to tell you you're worthy. You already know. You create because it's who you are, not what you do. You speak because there's something inside you that won't be silent. You build because something in your bones says, I was born for this. And that's not arrogance. It's awareness. You were not built for average. You were not wired to quit. You were designed to rise in the dark and shine when it matters. So stop looking for shortcuts. Stop measuring yourself by the speed of someone else's highlight reel. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be to learn what you need to learn to carry what's coming. Trust the season. Trust the silence. Trust the resistance. You're not stuck. You're being shaped. You're not being punished. You're being prepared. The grind is sacred. The process is the proof. The pressure is the privilege. Every hour you create with no audience is a down payment on your future. Every moment of doubt you push through is sharpening your edge. Every setback is setting the stage. And if you're willing to keep going, if you're willing to walk through this valley with your head held high, if you're willing to trust the invisible, your breakthrough will come. Not just in numbers, but in who you become. Because that's what this is really about. It's not just about getting somewhere, it's about becoming someone. The person who doesn't need approval to move. The person who builds even when it's boring. The person who finds power in the process and peace in the uncertainty. The person who turns pain into fuel and rejection into redirection. That's you. You are not here to survive. You're here to create, to lead, to ignite. And yes, it's hard. Yes, it's slow. But slow growth builds deep roots, and deep roots hold strong in the storm. So don't envy the ones who blew up overnight. You don't know what kind of wind will knock them over. You're different. You're not chasing the flash. You're building the flame, and flames last. Flames light the way. Flames burn through doubt. And that's what this is. A fire inside you that won't be put out. So lean in. Lean into the frustration, the doubt, the delay. Because the ones who trust the process own the outcome. And your outcome, it's coming. Not in your timing, but in perfect timing. But the only way to meet it is to keep going. No matter how slow it feels, no matter how quiet it gets, you've got to show up like it's already happening. Create like someone's life depends on it, because it does. Someone out there needs what you haven't finished yet, and that's your responsibility. That's your mission. That's your legacy. You weren't given this dream to abandon it. You were given it to build it brick by brick with blistered hands and a fireproof heart. So stop doubting. Start trusting, not blindly but boldly, with grit, with grace, with the unshakable belief that the work is never wasted, that the process is never pointless, that the version of you who finishes this race will be so much stronger, so much wiser, so much more powerful than the version that started. And when that day comes, when the numbers explode, when the world finally says, "Where did you come from?" you'll smile and say, "I never left. I've been building in silence, and now it's time to speak." So if you're tired, good. That means you've been working. If you're frustrated, good. That means you care. If you're questioning everything, good. That means you're thinking like a creator, not a consumer. But whatever you do, don't stop. Don't slow down. Don't back off. One more post, one more project, one more rep. You're not chasing a finish line. You're building a foundation. You're crafting a life that's aligned with who you are, not what the world says you should be. And that takes time. That takes trust. That takes relentless, unreasonable, unbreakable faith. So take a breath. Look at how far you've come. Look at what you've created in the chaos. And remember, this is just the beginning. The vision you hold inside you is real. The growth you're praying for is already on the way. But it's the process that will prepare you to carry it. So honor it, embrace it, trust it, because the ones who win aren't the ones who rush. They're the ones who believe before it makes sense. You've got something rare, something untouchable. You've got heart, you've got fight, you've got purpose. And if you hold the line, if you don't let go, if you keep waking up and choosing to show up, you will get there. Not just with success, but with strength, with clarity, with a story that says, "I walked through the dark and I lit my own path. I trusted the process and it made me unstoppable."